Hello everyone and welcome, MovieManCHAD here. It's been over a week since I've done a video on my channel, and now I have a Blu-ray update for you. Today is May 13th, 2017, and this one's titled Animated Movies. I found 15 films that I've purchased over the last few months out of the many that I had, but 15 were animated films, whether they're from Disney or Pixar or 20th Century Fox or Studio Ghibli, or even DreamWorks. These are the movies that I've picked out that I haven't got a chance to talk about on my channel, and I'm going to go over this in this incredible, hopefully fun Blu-ray update. Because I love animated films. Films that not only appeal to the kids, but the ones that are really, really smart and appeal to both adults and children. And I think maybe one or two of these mainly appeal to the adults in the audience. But kids can enjoy it as they get older if they get a chance to see it. Okay, so here we go. 15 films, I believe. Some of them are like kind of collections. They're like a companion of all the films or the complete series of movies in a film series. So here we go. First one is from Pixar from 2012, I believe. Brave, the movie that won Oscar, I believe, that year. I really did love this film. I did like Wreck-It Ralph as well, but I loved Brave. I enjoyed it for its originality, for its animation, for the things that were maybe not so original, but just for the fun, the excitement, you know, the girl power moments in the film, and, you know, just love what this film's all about, and enjoyed it so much when I saw it. And honestly, I have not seen it since 2012, so I bought it on Blu-ray to own it because I loved it back then. I don't know how much it holds up in 5 years or so, but I did enjoy it, and I do look forward to watching it. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I think I got it for like 20 bucks at Best Buy. This one comes with some cool stuff. You get the Blu-ray, which is cool because sometimes Disney doesn't really have cool design on their Blu-rays. They really suck, and there are probably a few in here that you're going to see. But on this one, it's got some cool, and I think that comes with 2 Blu-rays for the feature and for the bonus features, and of course right here for the DVD, if you really care about the DVD. I really like that the DVD's got some great artwork on it, but all I really care about is the Blu-rays. But I love this film, Brave, and I really look forward to watching it. I really hope it holds up, because I really enjoyed it in the theater when I saw it 5 years ago. Just love this film. All right, I believe this one came out in 2013. Some of these, I'm going to say, I don't really know exactly what year they came out with. Some might have been from the 70s or the 60s. But I know for sure that this one came out in 2013. And I'm in the minority. I remember when this movie came out that I'm going to talk about, and I was like, I'm not looking forward to seeing it all. The trailers looked ridiculous. The whole concept was ridiculous. But it's an animated film. It turned out to be a lot of fun, and I absolutely loved the film. And I'm so glad to finally have it. Got it at Best Buy for 10 bucks. It is Turbo from DreamWorks, I believe. I love this film. It's such a cool-looking concept that I thought would never, ever work. Surprised it did, and I just really enjoyed it, and it got terrible reviews, and people didn't go see it, and that's a shame, because I think they're really missing out with this film, because it was just so much fun, and it had a silly, stupid song in it, and great characters, and it's a concept that would only work in an animated film. I doubt this would have worked, in my opinion, live action. I just would have doubted. But this is a nice slip cover, pretty cool right there. I'll take it off and show you inside. This one comes with the Blu-ray DVD, and it's pretty much the same, and there's some special features, which I hope to check out someday, because I think the director of this film, I just found out the director of this film, Turbo, is making the Captain Underpants movie that is coming out this summer. So that was interesting to find out. I actually found out today. So I'll open it up right here and show you that this one comes with a cool-looking DVD, and this is, this is the DVD right here, and this is the Blu-ray of Turbo, I believe from 2013. I could be wrong. Yeah, 2013, thankfully. And I loved it. I remember giving it 3.5 stars. I'd actually like to go back and watch my review. But of course, it's been a few years since I see it. Does it hold up? I don't know, but I'll have to watch it. And hopefully I'll get to watch it with the kids in my life. All right, next one, we're going back to Pixar, because Pixar is amazing. And I think this is, yeah, this is the last Pixar movie of the bunch, but it is one of the best. From 2009, we have Up. I think I got this for 20 bucks at Best Buy. And the reason I'm excited that at least it's 20 bucks, because normally at Best Buy, Blu-rays go for anywhere between 20 bucks to 40 bucks. I don't really buy a lot of Disney DVDs, because usually they're so overpriced. But I'm glad this one's got a nice slipcover to it. I wish Brave had a slipcover as well. I've seen Up a few times, and it is clearly one of the best films. And I think it was the last time an animated film was nominated for Best Picture. I believe so, in 2009. But here we go. Let's take this off. It's just the slipcover right here. Show you inside. This one, actually, Disney is pretty cool when it comes to these Blu-rays. And this one comes with just the Blu-ray. So here we go. We get these two cool-looking Blu-rays right here of Up. So I think that's pretty neat because, especially when it comes to Disney and Marvel, most of the Marvel covers, it just suck. They're just blue. They're boring. And this one at least has some pictures and some design to it. But Up is just a great film. The shame about Up, the only thing I do not like about Up is that the Oscar-winning score written by Michael Giacchino, I believe, is not available on CD. And that makes me upset. I would love to own that. It's not available, I don't think. At least in maybe it's available on a collaboration of a soundtrack, but it's not available on its own soundtrack. And I'm very upset about that. Okay, so now we're moving on to Disney Classic Disney. This movie has two movies in it. And it has the movie that was the original and also has the sequel. And this is one of the rare Disney films where I both enjoy the first film but love the second film. And the second film actually did get released in theaters as well. And this would be The Rescuers 35th Anniversary Edition with The Rescuers Down Under, which I believe came out in the 90s. So I think this one came out in the 70s and this one came out in the 90s. And I remember seeing this in whatever, 1991, whenever it came out with. It's one of the best Disney sequels. Incredible. And, of course, one of the last films that John Candy was associated with before he died in 1994. But this one comes with a DVD and the two DVDs and a Blu-ray. And this one has some special features, nothing too crazy here, but I enjoyed The Rescuers, but The Rescuers Down Under was a much better film in my opinion. So this one right here is kind of interesting. Right here, again, this one sucks, okay? This is what I was talking about. So this is when you get the Blu-rays that just look so boring. But at least they come, the two movies come together on the Blu-ray, but on the DVD, you have to, it's, stacked. I don't like stacked. I really hate stacked. But there are the two, DVDs, which I'll probably never touch. Anyways, there's the Blu-ray. It doesn't look that cool, but it does have those great films right on it. So excited. I got this. I think I got this for $8.99 at Best Buy, and now I think it's at $20 again. All right, now we're going still with Disney, and I can't remember when this movie came out, in the 70s or the 60s. I don't really remember. I'm not really going to say, but it is the 40th Anniversary Edition, and my battery just died. So be right back. And I'm back. So here we go. The 40th Anniversary Edition of this classic Disney film that I remember seeing many times as a kid. I got it for 10 bucks at Walmart, so I just couldn't pass it up because, again, Disney movies are so overpriced at all these locations. And this would be Robin Hood. Now, this is the 40th edition. It is a 2013 release, so 1973, I believe. So I'm guessing 1972 or 73, so early 70s, I will guess, with Robin Hood. Though I saw it many times in the 1980s, and I'm glad to have it on Blu-ray. There are some special features to it, some deleted scenes, some songs that were not in the original film. This is probably one of the most underappreciated Disney classics. Of course, it's maybe not up there with, Sleeping Beauty or Snow White or Cinderella or the new classics or the recent, like Beauty and the Beast and Lion King and The Princess and the Frog. But I think it is definitely one of the best and so entertaining with great music and great characters. And I love the story, the classic story of Robin Hood and all that stuff right there. So let's show you. Sadly, this one does come with the DVD and Blu-ray. And again, it is pathetically wasted when it comes to the disc art. But there you go. But I still really enjoy Robin Hood, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. I don't know how much it's going for now at Walmart, but it's probably back up to high prices. Now, this one I got, finally been waiting for this for over a year now, I think. Maybe a year and a half. I wanted to own this for a while, and I was seeing the theater, I think, over a year and a half. I believe so, back in 2015 when it was re-released, or I can't remember if it was 2016 that was. I think it might have been 2015, I don't remember. But this one is a Warner Brothers animated release from 1999, and it is The Iron Giant. It's the first time ever owning this film for me. I've been wanting to I've seen it on DVD millions of times for like $5, and I think I got this anywhere between $3 and $5 or $6 at Best Buy when they were having a deal, and I can't believe it. Now, they have this other edition that I would see at Fry's, this big, huge collector's edition, which would go for like $60, which is very nice. I'm not arguing. I would have loved to have had that, but I just didn't want to pay $60. I think I was fine with paying. I didn't want to pay more than 20 bucks for the film, and I'm glad I got it for, I don't remember. Let's see if the receipt's in here. The receipt's in here, and I got it. Let's see. I got this film for $5.99. That's awesome. And what's so cool about this Blu-ray is that there is a full-length documentary of the making of the film, commentaries, and lots of great stuff on here. So if you're a fan of the Iron Giant, I think they might even be turning this film into a live-action film soon. I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true. This one actually comes with the signature edition version, which I think I saw in the theaters a year and a half ago, and the theatrical version, which is about the same length, 90 minutes. So that's what you get. But this cool thing is that Warner Brothers is giving you a really cool-looking disc. This is definitely a classic. It is almost 20 years old. In a few years, it'll be 20 years old. But I'm really glad to have this finally in my collection. And I think it's still at Best Buy, both on DVD and on Blu-ray for pretty reasonable prices. So you can check it out there. But I love the Iron Giant. I'm so happy to have this in my collection and to show it to the people that I love. Okay. Now we're going back to Disney, another classic Disney. This is the 60th anniversary edition. It was released in 2011, so 60 minus 11 is 50s. So I'm going to say this movie came out in the 1950s. And of course, I'm talking about the classic Alice in Wonderland. This is another one I got at Walmart for, hope I did my math right. I got this at Walmart for 10 bucks. It was 10 bucks again at Walmart, $10.99 or something like that. And again, these things just go, I mean, I think now it's at Best Buy for almost $20 again. So I'm just glad to find it. I was like, you know what the heck? I know it'll never go down to 5, so I'm just going to buy it. And this is, of course, the greatest version of Alice in Wonderland, according to Disney, not those live-action films, which I do think are beautiful to look at, but shallow as hell. These are very enjoyable, and this movie just holds up, and it's definitely one of my favorite versions of Alice in Wonderland. And this one comes with a lot of special features that I hope to check out someday. Looks like some games and some experiences and some old features of the making, maybe, of the film. I don't know. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad they actually put some effort into this film. And I like the fact that it's presented in its original aspect ratio of 1.33 aspect ratio. You know, the old school ways that that's the way it was presented. And this one actually does have a DVD and the Blu-ray. And thankfully, for some reason, this actually has the nice disc art. So there's the Blu-ray, but who really cares? This is the DVD, but who really cares? This is the Blu-ray right here, and it's got really pretty disc art. So that's really cool. I admire that. I look up to that, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you, Disney, for getting that right. So there's Alice in Wonderland. All right, now we're moving on to 20th Century Fox. Definitely one of the only ones out of the bunch, I believe. And this is one that I saw. I didn't see it until it was on DVD. I wasn't really crazy about seeing it in the theaters. And when I finally saw it, what year did it come out? 2008? 2008, I think. Looks like 2008. So I probably saw it in 2009. I don't know if you saw that, but here it is. Dr. Seuss, Horton Hears a Who. This was a very pleasant experience. I really enjoyed this one. I think I got this at Big Lots for $5, and I think it's still there. I think I saw it today at Big Lots. So if you want to own this film for pretty cheap, you can find it at Big Lots. And I think it's definitely worth it. It's one of the better adaptations of Dr. Seuss. Maybe the only one that I can think of that actually really is pretty good. And this one comes with tons of special features, but let's just show you if the disc has any merit to it as well. And this one has a DVD and the Blu-ray. And the DVD actually has two sides, so you can watch it even full screen. Why would you do that? Or watch it in widescreen? Of course you should do that. Or you can just watch it on Blu-ray, which it probably looks amazing on a nice widescreen television. And the DVD looks pretty cool as well. So thankfully to 20th Century Fox. And I don't know what's next for Dr. Seuss and movies, but I doubt there'll ever be another live-action one. Thank you to the Cat in the Hat, which sucks. All right, this one we're going to get into. This one has a collection of films. This is like all the collections, and I think that I just heard that they're actually going to make a 5th movie. I don't know if that's true, but maybe that's just a rumor. I got this at Best Buy for $17.99, so I thought it was pretty good because I really I love two of these films, and I like the last one, and I'm not really a big fan of the third film. So, but I was just glad to have them all finally in my collection. And this would be Shrek, the 4-movie collection. You get Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, which I didn't really like, but I would be willing to watch it again and see if my opinion has changed. And Shrek Forever After, which I didn't see in the theaters because I was so done that I waited till it was on DVD, and then I watched it at home, and I was like, wow, that was fun. And I actually really enjoyed Shrek Forever After. I think my favorite aspect was, you're my daddy, or something. What does he say? I love you, Daddy. I just crack up every time I hear that. I love you, Daddy. It's just so freaking brilliant. So I really do love the first two Shrek movies, and I really like the last one. So there goes a nice little box that I still got the plastic on. It feels so good against my skin. Okay, so anyways, this is again indicating, you know, what's on there. There are some. Well, no, this is what the movie's about, and they're all rated PG, family friendly for the most part, I believe. And there's probably special features on these as well. Yeah, they indicate the special features right here. It's too small to really show you, but who cares? All right, so this one I'll open up, and this one comes with 4 discs, and behind it has the credits of each of the films on the back. So you get Shrek on Blu-ray, of course. There is Shrek 2. I've never seen Puss in Boots. Should I watch Puss in Boots? I've never actually seen Puss in Boots. I never got around to seeing it, and they haven't made a sequel to that. There's Shrek the third movie, that whatever. And then the final chapter, which I don't know if that's really true. I think DreamWorks probably will make more of these because they make so much money. And we like the Shrek character, and Donkey, and Fiona, and Puss in Boots, and stuff like that. And I would actually like to see a Shrek 5. I think it's been time. I think the last one came out in 2011. I think I don't really remember. I think it was 2011. So it's been a few years since the last one. But this is a nice collection that I think is still going for pretty cheap at Best Buy if you haven't owned it already. All right, back to Disney, my friends, and one of the greatest films ever made. One of the greatest Disney films ever made. And of course, it just was made into a live-action film, which I thought was great. Not perfect. Not as great as this one. And I got this, I believe, for $18.99 or $10.99. Not $10.99. No. They never would have sold it for that. $18.99 or $20.99. But I just really love it. This is the 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast. And this is a great slipcover. It's very shiny. Comes with a Blu-ray DVD. And the signature Walt Disney collection. I think this is just one of the greatest animated films ever made. And I thought they did a really great job to make it into a live-action film. Not perfect. I think this is a perfect film. One of the rare perfect films in the world. Except for probably the next one I'm going to talk about too. But this is just an amazing film and I really enjoyed the new version as well. So this one comes with special features, and there's 3 versions of the film: the original theatrical, special edition, which I don't think I've ever seen, and a sing-along. So if you want to sing along, and guess what? My friend Scott Mantz said a brilliant, beautiful, timeless masterpiece from Access Hollywood. I would agree, Scott Mantz. And it's been great. I hope to see you at some film festivals soon. I missed you. Last time I saw him was at the South by Southwest Film Festival in Texas. Okay, so it's got lots of great stuff, and I just love how shiny and cool look. We'll just open it up really quick, and of course, pretty much the same on both sides when you open it up. And let's show you. And sadly, this is the saddest part of it all. This is the saddest part of it all, my friends. But this Blu-ray has been given no love or attention. So you got the DVD here, which is all in white, and then sadly, the Beauty and the Beast Blu-ray for its 25th anniversary. Got a pathetically looking, sad-looking disc. All right, Beauty and the Beast, 1991. Glad to have you in the collection. I hope someday to own the Little Mermaid and Aladdin someday when they go down in prices, and The Lion King as well. Now, finally, I've saved the best one for last, in my opinion. Out of all these films that I'm sharing right now, this is hands down the best film that I'm going to show you right now, in my opinion. I saw this about 10 years ago. It is a Studio Ghibli film. It is not a Miyazaki film. I think the best film from Miyazaki, for me, would be Princess Mononoke, and I like some of his early stuff. I love his films. But this is from Studio Ghibli, I believe, and it's a film that just surprised me when I saw it 10 years ago, thanks to a friend. And I found it at Fries, it's still there for $12.99 if you want to own this film, and I highly recommend if you haven't seen this one. If you don't like animated films, if you don't like Japanese animated films, who cares? This is a beautiful film and must be seen, and I just love it, and I'm glad to have it in my collection, and here it is. Grave of the Fireflies. This is just incredible display of storytelling and characters and emotion. Everything. It's everything you want in an animated film. I don't know if this movie is really for kids. I think kids, I don't know. I think I would rather show this to someone who's maybe 10 or older, maybe when they've taught a little bit about history. And I think they'll get a lot more out of it than seeing it as a kid. It's just, it's not a, it would probably be rated PG or PG-13, but I just think it's a little too intense for children, but that's not saying you can watch it. I mean, kids, parents take their kids to see Deadpool, so whatever. Anyways, I love Deadpool's a great film though, but not for children. Anyways, so Grave of the Fireflies, I got this and I'm so happy to have it. And there's some special features on it, but honestly I don't care. I wish it on the, I haven't checked this one yet. I haven't got a chance to look at it since I bought it a few months ago, but on the I remember seeing it on a DVD. On the DVD, it had an interview with Roger Ebert, who considers this one of the greatest films ever made, the late, great Roger Ebert. I don't know if this is on here as well. It doesn't indicate from the special features at all. But I would say, if you don't like Japanese animation, if you don't like animation, I still recommend you watch this film. And I think most people who do love Japanese animation own this film already, or love animation in general, or Studio Ghibli. They have this film, and I'm glad to have it. And it's the only Studio Ghibli film I have on Blu-ray at this point, because most of the other ones through Disney, this one's not through Disney, are overpriced. They're just way too much right now, and I just can't afford them. But someday I hope to own a lot of those ones, especially from Miyazaki. But this is just a beautiful film, and I think the director of this film made a film a few years ago. I can't remember what it was called, but I did see it and enjoyed it as well. Just highly recommend this one, and we'll show you inside what the Blu-ray cover, the Blu-ray disc cover is, and it's pretty nice. It's really nice. So in the comment box below, let me know what you think of the I believe these were 15 films. Let me know what you thought of the movies that I showcased today. I'd really like to start a dialogue and hear your opinions. And what is some of your favorite Disney animated films, DreamWorks animated films, Studio Ghibli animated films? There's some in here that are my favorites. There's some that I don't own yet that I hope to own one day. But these are 15 that I think are pretty great films. That just because they're animated, just because some of them are centered for children, doesn't mean that they're not amazing films on their own. And I'm glad to have them and showcase them for you right now. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your time. Thanks so much for checking out my video. Please subscribe. Please check out, I do a lot of other stuff, movie reviews and stuff like that, and I try and do at least one video a week. All right, everyone, we live film. Yes, some people watch it, we live it, and talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you. See ya later. Peace. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.